Welcome back to the Fumble forecast for Week 5, 2024. The Jags finally snagged a win. The NFC East looks the opposite of how we anticipated, and Salad Fingers is finally gone. We'll talk about it more in the Fumble forecast. All right, boys, welcome back. The Eagles they're coming off their bye week going into this week. So mostly what we're going to talk about when it comes to the Eagles is going to be talking about their upcoming game with the Browns and what we're anticipating there. But there are some other very important stories around the NFL that we have to cover. Specifically, I want to start talking about Salad Fingers is gone. Really? Salad Fingers.
That's your most wanted topic right now?
I have been begging for Salad Fingers to get fired for years. Now, for those of you who are not initiated with the Fumble forecast, Robert Saleh, I call him Salad Fingers, has been my coach that I have said since he started in New York for the Jets. I have been saying that motherfucker needs to go. I have hated him. He has completely catapulted multiple quarterbacks' careers into the dirt. Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. It's been terrible having him around.
Sam Darnold.
I actually don't know if he was the coach when Sam Darnold was there still. Look that up really quick, because if Sam Darnold was also there when Robert Saleh was there, brother, dude needs to go. But here's a spicy stat for you guys. So through weeks 1 through 5, okay, of the 2023 and 2024 season, Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers scored the exact same amount of points weeks 1 through 5. They both scored 93 points total, leading their offenses. Isn't that just the funnest little stinky stat you've ever heard in your life, boys? It's just, I love dumping on Aaron Rodgers. I think he's garbage. What's up? What's up?
Quick note. No, he was traded before Saleh was hired.
Was it the year before he was hired? It was very, very close in time.
When did Robert Saleh?
I think Sam Darnold was 2019.
So,
but don't quote me on that one. But yeah, while you're looking into
right before.
It was the year before. Okay. Was it 2019 too?
2020.
I was so close. Come on. But yeah, Salad Fingers had to go. I thought he was a terrible hire to begin with, and may he be relegated to coordinator positions only for the rest of his career. Terrible. I mean, we all saw this coming. Anybody who saw the way that Aaron Rodgers was interacting with Robert Saleh knew that Salad Fingers was going to get fired because Aaron Rodgers demanded it. I don't know why anybody gives a fuck what Aaron Rodgers' opinion, even on football, is at this point. Man needs to fade off into the sunset and become an announcer. You're done. You're cooked. You literally have scored the same amount of points weeks 1 through 5 as Zach Wilson did last season, and everyone has relegated him directly into the dumpster, where you belong as well now. You're too old for this shit. Get out. Leave now. If he leaves at the end of this season, everybody will look back and still say, yeah, you know what? He was one of the best quarterbacks who ever did it. But I swear to criminy, if he stays with the Jets, what is going to happen is that people are going to say, no, Aaron Rodgers wasn't actually that good. He was a system quarterback, and it turns out that the Packers just have the best system in football. That's what the conversation is going to turn into if this motherfucker doesn't retire and keeps stinking it up with the Jets. Retire! Retire. If you care about your legacy, if you care about just cashing in like I would, keep getting that bread. But at the same time, brother, if you care about your legacy, it's time to retire before it's too late. Like, you're about to be cooked because he can't sling it like he used to, man. But yeah, so all right, Marky, what do you want to lead off with?
No, I just want to dunk on Rogers more. Like,
Yeah, go for it. Go dunk as much as you want. I love kicking him when he's weak.
yeah. So in this past Sunday, in the first London game of the season, which apparently there's going to be like another 3. I don't know
Is
why
there
London.
really?
Yeah, I think it's another.
Why?
I
Stop
think it's
that
another.
shit.
I think it's another 3 in London, and then Germany gets
No
1.
way. Hold on, where's
Yeah.
my phone? Marky, get my phone. All right, here it is. Thanks, Marky.
No, I'm gonna look it up. I'll look it up real quick.
Now here, you keep talking. I'll look it up for you. Don't worry about it.
No, I got it. No, I'm sorry.
All right,
I'm
you're
sorry.
a bitch.
Yeah. No, it's another 2 games.
2 games. Okay,
And-
so there's 3 total on this season.
Yeah, there's 3 total.
That's
on the season.
ridiculous.
And then
Just give them their own team at this point.
And then I think a playoff game might be in Madrid. They have on the NFL website, they have said that there's going to be a Madrid game in 2025 to be, it says to be C, so to be confirmed.
Oh, no.
as well,
That
but-
means for the 2025 season, Mark, not the playoffs.
Okay, because it says 2024-25 NFL international games. So
No.
that leads me to believe
No way.
that a playoff game
No, there's
is
no
going to be in
chance.
Madrid.
No chance. No chance.
Well,
No way.
I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, I just looked it
Well-
up. It's going to be a regular season game in 2025
okay.
in
Very
Madrid.
well.
All right, thank God. Oh, dude, you scared the shit out of me. We can't have playoff games international. That's bullshit. That takes away the home field advantage. Like, it literally ruins the point of having the better record.
Yeah. Okay. So back to
All right,
dunking
back
on-
to your London game.
back to dunking on Rogers. So you get the ball first. You
Yeah.
are
Kill
one of the let's say it, one of the best quarterbacks to ever touch the ball. Not
All
the
right,
greatest,
don't get carried away.
brother.
Not
he's
even top
going
10.
to he's going to be Hall of Fame. It's just
Yeah, so are
accept it.
40 other quarterbacks. Get out of here.
Whatever. You touch the ball, and you have the chance to unseat the undefeated Vikings. So you want to play hard, right? You want to play the best damn ball game of your life, because obviously you're a winner, right? 3 and out.
Yeah.
Turn the ball over. Okay, defense holds them. 3 points. That's fine. You get the ball back. All right. First drive, that was kind of a stinker. 3 and out. You turn the ball over again, and oh my god, the Vikings fumbled and we recovered it. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna get out on the field and I'm gonna stamp my name on this.
And I'm going to do
game.
another 3 and out.
No.
Oh,
I'ma
is this the
throw
first
it-
pick?
I'ma
Yeah.
throw a pick 6.
Great.
Ooh. Oh God.
Beautiful.
I am so glad the Jets picked up Aaron Rodgers just to see that.
I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so when it comes to the Jets game and Aaron Rodgers' performance, all memes aside, the only thing you need to hear is 29 for 54, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. That is a trash can game. Literally put Zach Wilson back on the field. He can do that. And you don't have to overpay him or fire coaches over it. So,
You can't. You can't.
I mean, like,
he's in Denver.
no, I'm saying just don't even get rid of him. Like, just let him play if that's going to be the results that Aaron Rodgers gives you. I mean, that's trash can performance right there. That's like, bro, he barely was over 50% completion rate. He's garbage.
Yeah.
It's time to retire, big dog. Like, homie needs to retire before it's too late and his reputation is ruined, even though he already has ruined his own reputation. um, it's just kind of what he does. He's a professional at it. Though, I will say, to be fair to Mr. Rogers, they only ran the ball 9 times.
Yeah.
What the fuck were they thinking? That's an interesting choice to say the absolute least. But I mean,
Then
dude, Sam Darnold, he didn't really have the best game either. Sam Darnold went 14 for 31, 179 and a pick. He played like dog shit, and they still won. The defense just killed them. It's insane. Like, dude, the 3 picks just absolutely sealed the game. Let me put it to you this way. If they put in literally any backup quarterback who just doesn't throw the picks, the Jets probably win that game.
yeah, no, absolutely.
It's great.
And then
it's great.
And then, God, when he got that sack towards the end of the game, and his knee looked like it wanted to pop right out.
Well, I mean, isn't Sam Darnold? He got injured in that game, didn't he?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. No, I don't know. He's not injured.
Huh. Okay.
Um,
I thought he was injured because I remember they put in the backup for a couple of plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say, despite the phenomenal performances that Sam Darnold is putting up, people are still saying things like, here, I got the quotes right here on the side. NFL analysts think Sam Darnold could still wind up as a bottom 12 starting quarterback. Sam Darnold remains low in quarterback power rankings. Who is above him? The free agency class could help fuel with the addition of a quarterback. Bro, stop disrespecting your boy. Like, the dude is reviving. He is a phoenix from the ashes on the field for your team, and you're talking about getting rid of him in free agency or replacing him with some bum? Bro, the disrespect is wild.
yeah, well,
Send that boy to the Broncos, and they'll win.
God damn.
Put that boy on almost any team with the way that he's playing right now, and he will win.
Send him to the
So I don't
Browns.
want to hear any of this disrespect. Like, is it possible that he ends up a bottom 12 quarterback at the end of the season? Absolutely. Is it likely to happen? Maybe. But to say that at this point right now when he is they're 5-0, aren't they?
Yes, the only.
Yeah, they're
other
5-0
undefeated
and
team.
you're going to say that about the 27-year-old who's lighting it up? What the fuck is wrong with people? Shut your mouths. He's
much
doing
wanna-
great.
How much you want to bet that in that who's better than him? They have Aaron Rodgers like top 5.
Oh, dude, here, I'll pull it up right now. I'll tell you exactly what they got. Hold on. They got brother.
I love that look. I love that look. There's
Okay,
some
so
bullshit about
this
to come.
analyst put
Okay.
ahead of Sam Darnold in his power rankings right now. Kyler Murray at number 11 for the Cardinals. You know, the guy who hasn't done anything his entire career, really. Jared Goff is at 10th in the power rankings for this guy. Instead of 1, Jared Goff is playing his heart out. How is Jared Goff not, in your opinion, the best quarterback in football, or at least top 3 at this current moment right now? You're crazy. I think they're using the term analyst very loosely when it comes to this.
All right, number 9.
Then they have Baker Mayfield at 9. Okay, reasonable. He's playing quite well. Jordan Love at 8. Okay, makes sense. I don't know why he's so low, but pretty good.
He was
Brock
out for
Purdy
a
at
couple
7.
games.
What'd you say?
He was out for a couple games. That's probably why.
Oh no. This is about power rankings. How well are they playing? Can't control that you got a muscle cramp and the Eagles were too good for you. Brock Purdy is at number 7, and I don't know how he's at number 7. He went from Mr. Irrelevant to Tom Brady in one Super Bowl loss. So I don't know exactly how people think he's so great all of a sudden. 6, Dak Prescott, respectable. This is the first good name on the list. Good positioning too. I think he gets underrated a lot by a lot of people. Joe Burrow at 5. Joe Burrow is 1-4. Like, don't get me wrong, he's good, but right now, this season, if you take just this season in isolation, he's 1-4. Like, come on, man. Josh Allen at 4. Okay, that's reasonable. CJ Stroud at 3. Okay, I get the potential there, but he's not playing that great. And then Lamar Jackson at 2. Lamar Jackson is playing phenomenally. And then Patrick Mahomes at number 1.
Oh, I'm
How
surprised.
are you going to tell me that Sam Darnold isn't at least better than half of these jokers right now with a 5-0 record? What do they want? What do they want to see? You want to see him go 10-0 and then you'll say Sam Darnold might be able to be a franchise quarterback? That's crazy. I just don't get it. I'm angry at the Sam Darnold haters. He has a chip on his shoulder, and I like that boy. You're going to be nice to him. You understand me? It just really pisses me off because he's playing so well, and people are just dumping on him anyway. It's stupid. You're all stupid. Stupid assholes. Oh, God.
Yeah. That's all. That's about all I had on the Jets game.
Yeah.
Rodgers sucks.
Yeah, fuck
Rodgers
Rodgers.
sucks.
Fuck
Rodgers
Rodgers.
sucks, the
Go
Jets
Sam
suck.
Darnold. Slam dunk it again. I want to see 6-0. The only game that I want to see the Vikings lose this season is one that they play against the Eagles, and that's it. They can go 16-1 for all I care.
Out of curiosity, what is their next?
For the Vikings?
Yeah,
They don't play this week. They have a bye.
I know. I'm saying who is their next game?
The Lions.
Ooh,
Right before Halloweeny.
ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna be something else. It's gonna definitely be something else.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah. That's the week we play the Giants too. So before we jump into the Eagles talk, which is as always the bulk of our conversation, I feel like we have to talk about tonight's game. So for reference, we're recording about an hour and a half before the Thursday night football game between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This is going to be an awesome football game. Honestly, I'm just going to say it now. This is my game of the week. Like, I'm not even going to hide it at all. Like, this is the game of the week for me. I know that you guys won't see this episode until after this, so I'll pick a bonus game of the week. But for me, it's definitely the 49ers in Seattle battling it out with the Seahawks.
I mean, I already knew what my game of the week was.
What, Seahawks 49ers?
Nope.
Eagles Browns.
Fuck no.
Cowboys Lions.
Nah, we'll get to it later. So
Yeah.
So Seahawks.
I see two other good games.
So
on
the
here.
Seahawks 49ers. They're playing in Seattle.
Yes. And I think hold me to it. Hold me to the fire. I'm locking it in. I'm just going to start this by locking it in. I think Seahawks win 28-21. Win by 7. I think that the Seahawks have got the right stuff this season. So, and I mean, dude, I'm sorry, but we've seen it over the past couple of weeks. Without Christian McCaffrey in the backfield, the 49ers just don't have no gas.
Yeah.
They can't get it done. They are one of the worst red zone teams in football without Christian McCaffrey. It's just it's not a good look. They need him back like a dentist needs people to have sweet tooths.
Yeah, And just to like also bring this up, like Purdy and Smith have both thrown about the same amount of interceptions
Yeah.
throughout these first couple weeks.
Yep. Yes,
Like
sir.
this is going to be a game based on the playmakers, I feel. And
Yeah. Well, and
without
turnover.
having
Whoever wins the turnover differential is going to win the game.
yeah, if Metcalf cannot drop another fumble, like I know he doesn't do many of them, but like if you could see not to do that.
Come on, dude. Don't mess with Baby Bottle Pop.
No, I love him. I love him. He he is a great wideout.
All right, let's be real here. In my opinion, as an outsider, I don't know how Seahawks fans see it. DK Metcalf is the Seattle Seahawks. Like from a team culture perspective, he's the guy I think of. Like he's the one who he's the goofy guy. He's the Brandon Graham, Jason Kelsey of the Seattle Seahawks. Like I see him as a fun dude who keeps the team glued together.
Yeah,
I
it
like
is.
him a lot. He's a
It is.
culture guy.
It is hard for me to imagine the Seahawks without him.
Yeah, he's like could you imagine if Geno Smith was just the face of the franchise? Culture wise, that'd be the most boring franchise to follow of all time. Not to hate on Geno, I like Geno, but like he ain't DK Metcalf. Like he's not funny. You know, like I don't see Geno as a people person. He seems more like a strict football guy to me. But who knows, dude? In the locker room, those dudes get up to some fucking weird shit, man. Like, you never know who the goofball's gonna be. Um,
What's also
but
interesting is that I'm sorry to
no, you're good.
interrupt,
Do your
but
thing.
the 49ers are they are winless away from home
This season, you mean?
this season. So like I'm hoping that encourages the Seahawks to play a little bit even harder on top of it
I
being
don't think the Seahawks need encouragement on that one, brother.
I
They've
want to
had, dude, they have been gunning for the 49ers for like 3 years now.
I want to what I'm saying is I want to see limbs flying. I want to
Thirsty.
see I want to see Seahawks ripping off legs and knees.
Yeah, they
Uh,
need to they
Go
need to
Pharaoh.
take Dan
Go
Campbell and bite
Pharaoh
the
boys.
kneecaps on the way up.
Go Pharaoh boys. Like you know what?
Yeah.
I'll take the penalties. I'll
Just
take
peck
the
them.
penalties.
Peck them real good.
I hate this. Like ESPN is giving the 49ers a 61% probability of winning, and I hate
Well,
that.
honestly, I think that's accurate. I think it's more likely that the
I
49ers win, but I think that the Seahawks will win. I have a feeling in my ball sack that the Seahawks are going to win. But what's your prediction, Marky? You haven't told the people what the final score of the Seahawks 49ers game will be. And of course, they'll be watching this in hindsight and call us both morons because we're both wrong. But
yeah.
keep an eye out. I consider it a win if I'm even accurate off by like 2 points. So,
I'm gonna say Seahawks with a 10-point differential.
god damn, you think the Seahawks beat them by 10?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Son, you should go
Final
put
score.
some money on that.
I just might. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
my god.
no,
It's quite a
no.
prediction.
I have serious confidence issues in the 49ers offense without McCaffrey. And I have I have a lot more confidence in Metcalf. I know he's not the entire Seahawks offense, but um, but
Yeah,
in
whatever you
terms,
say, champ.
hey,
Baby Bottle
hey,
Pop is the entire Seahawks offense.
hey, Walker, Walker's ran for 200 yards. You know,
Well, I mean, the running back is fine and all, but he ain't DK Metcalf. Another thing, I think that the Seahawks have a weapon in their defensive toolkit. I love Devin Witherspoon. I've loved that motherfucker since the day he was drafted. If you go back and watch my live coverage of the draft, I was fucking freaking out and having a peace party over here when Witherspoon got drafted by the Seahawks. Mostly because I was so happy he didn't get drafted by any of the NFC East rivals that we have, because he's a wrecking ball in my opinion. I think he has the talent. So I've always been a big fan of Mr. Witherspoon. He is the man. But I think it's time to move on to our next game, Marky. What
Wait, wait.
This just in.
This isn't breaking news.
Oh. What the hell? Spit it out, Marky.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sense of this. Who is Juwan Jennings, and why is he getting more? Why is he getting more play time than Deebo Samuels?
Juwan Jennings. I think he's one of their rookies, maybe. I don't know who that is.
He's a 2020 pick. He's a 2020 pick, and he's getting more targets.
Hold on, let me see.
Than Deebo Samuels.
Well, Deebo's getting a little old and stinky.
But Deebo's number one. He's wide out one.
So that just means he's double covered every play.
This is true.
I mean, yeah, this guy's having a good season. I have no fucking clue who he is, if I'm being totally honest with you. He seems like a role player guy. He's their number 3 for receiver then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's some guy. He's like the Dotson of the 49ers. Except the quarterback actually throws the ball to him sometimes.
All right. So we're moving on.
But yeah, so do you have anything else before I get to my next topic?
On the 49ers Seahawks?
No, on anything. Like, you can bring up your own topic.
No, you can go next.
All right, cool. So I want to talk about the NFC East and how it has flip-flopped from what we may have expected at the beginning of the season. The Cowboys and Eagles look like the weakest in the division, and the Giants and Commanders look like the strongest in the division. I find this deeply disturbing and upsetting. The Giants, I know, as an Eagles fan, indoctrinated my whole life, hate the Cowboys. That's fine. I dislike the Cowboys. For me, the Giants have always been enemy number 1. I was born after the last time that the Cowboys won a playoff game. Or, well, a deep playoff game, a conference championship even. So, in my lifetime, the Cowboys have won like 2 or 3 playoff games total. So, I don't really give a shit about them because they suck so much cock that they have never really been worth me worrying about. But the Giants, on the other hand, they have stymied me. I do not like the Giants. I hate the Giants. And they're right down the fucking street. So I've always hated the Giants more. So seeing them win, I don't like it. I think they're good. I think they're much better. Unbiased review here. I think they're much better than people are giving them credit for. I know they got beat by the Cowboys, but it was an extremely close game, and they just couldn't close it out. What? It was a close game.
No, I know, but they almost beat the Cowboys.
I know.
It was so fucking bad.
I know. The Cowboys suck. What can I say? But the Giants last week beat the Seahawks. So, I mean, the Seahawks are looking like a playoff caliber team, and the Giants managed to get the job done with them at 29 points scored. So it wasn't a stinker game where they only put up like 14 points and still won. They put up points and locked them down and won the game. That blocked field goal for the return, that was incredible. That was top tier athleticism right there. The Giants, here's the thing that I think's going on. I don't think anybody on the Giants is particularly game-breakingly, insanely good, except Malik Neighbors and Dexter Lawrence. Those are some good-ass players. But I think they're all playing at 100% every week. I think that you couldn't possibly get more effort out of these folks. They are maxed out. And that's good to see. And I have to admit it. Dayball has really rallied his guys together. They are playing really well. He is coaching at a high level. And I'm sorry, you're not a bum, Mr. Dayball. But you still didn't deserve Coach of the year that the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. I will not hear it. But Dayball, you're doing very good, and I don't like it. So yeah, hate to say that. But as an Eagles fan, the Giants fucking suck, and their quarterback sucks, and their coach sucks, and everyone sucks. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But as a logical, reasonable thinking human being, Dayball's done a really good job of keeping his guys prepared.
So, as Eagles fans, can we say that the Commies suck?
That we suck? That's what we do. We're number one.
The Commies suck.
Oh, we can say anybody sucks except the Eagles, but we're allowed to say the Eagles suck as long as you are an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
It's only when outsiders say that the Eagles suck that we have to kill them with a gun.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Don't ever try it. God, the more I think about it, the more concerned I am. The more growing concern I have for the Commies.
I have to see this week. However, I will tell you, I think that if the Eagles come out and lay a fucking goose egg against the Browns, I think the Commanders are going to win the division.
I don't think we even need to lay a goose egg. I think even if we
lose if we suck.
Yeah, no, I think even if we win,
but suck.
If it's not a convincing win, if it's like a 21-20 win,
yeah, that's trash. It's not good enough.
The Commies have the division. It's done. The season's over.
No, I'm with you. I actually agree. If we don't stomp the Cleveland Browns, panic button.
Yeah. I don't even need to see the fucking panic.
Let me put it to you this way. Me, a huge Jalen Hurts supporter. Okay, I have been boosting this guy since we drafted him in the second round back in the day. I'm sorry, dude, but if you don't pull it together and have the game of your fucking life against the fucking Cleveland Browns, I'm done with you. Trash can. I don't want to play with you anymore. You're done.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm going to be slamming the panic button, rebuild, draft a new quarterback. I'm done with that. Trade whatever you need to in order to get first overall pick. Pick the quarterback you want. I'm finished with the foolishness at this point. So, yeah. Or we might be rebuild for a few years and then draft Arch Manning when he graduates from college. But I don't know if Eagles fans can handle another rebuild. God, it's such a waste of talent, the team that we have right now. Like, dude, what the fuck are they doing? The Eagles need to get it together, man. They are... Okay, let's focus here. Couple of things I want to talk about. We are going to do... You know we like our game shows around here. Jingle, jingle. Here, hold on. Jingle, 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 jingle. It's time for the keys to the game this week. I want to say, Mark, what is a good game for Jalen Hurts look like this week? What is the benchmark we're going to set? Because I can tell you exactly what my benchmark is. I want to see 200 yards passing, 0 fumbles, 0 interceptions, and 25 rushing yards. Don't care how many touchdowns you throw. Don't care how many touchdowns you rush for. Stop turning over the ball. As long as you stop overturning the ball and you're getting completions and yards, good performance. Coach's fault. But I swear to fucking Christ, if he throws 3 interceptions or 2 interceptions or an interception and a fumble, I'm done with him. I'm tired of defending this shit. So what's your benchmark, Marky? Where do you stop and say, this is what I think it means for Jalen to have a good game?
Obviously, zero turnovers.
That's the big one.
Absolute number one. Get that shit under control.
Mm-hmm. That's the big one.
And to be honest,
I do want you to be honest.
I'm thinking of tacking on another 50 yards in the air.
250. You want to see 250?
250. I'll accept 225 as long as there are no turnovers.
Okay, so the real benchmark is 225.
Sure, fine.
Okay. All right. Don't fool with me, boy. This is football.
I'll be more reasonable because really the number one concern is turnover.
Yeah, he just needs to clean up the turnovers. Like he has quarterbacked multiple really good games. Like he has had good games this season, but you just turn it over. Stop turning it over. Yeah. It's too much.
And another thing that I would like to see.
What's up with that?
Another thing that I would like to see, when he gets pressured in the pocket, just get rid of it.
All right, so I'll push back on you on this one.
I know
he's done a pretty damn good job of getting rid of the ball this season. As much as we bitch and complain about it,
he has, but he has also allowed himself to get sacked a lot of time.
In this one game that they most recently played against the Buccaneers, he did get sacked 6 times.
Yeah, that's way too many.
It is. That's too many.
You're a running guy, and I get that Lane wasn't back yet. And
though, to be completely fair to Mr. Jalen, why weren't they running the ball more?
True.
I mean, that's how you beat the blitz, is you do screen plays and running plays. That's how you beat the blitz. Yeah. So where the fuck was the running plays? I just they
where the fuck were they, Mr. Moore?
Magic wand. Poof, the running back disappeared.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So, here's another one. Another keys to the game. Jingle, jingle, jingle. What does a good game for the coaching staff look like? So, first of all, I want the quarterback to have...
I already know what I'm going to say.
I want the running back to have at least more carries than the quarterback has incompletions. That's what I want. Like, I want at least, 25 to 30% of the plays this week, running plays. Run Saquon Barkley, who you paid a shitload of money, into the fucking dirt. I do not care if he lasts until the end of the season. Run his ass. We need to win games now. We are self-destructing now. Fix it. Now. And I want to see at least 300 yards of offense in this game. I'm accounting for my benchmarks for Jalen when I say this too. I want 200 passing yards out of Jalen, 25 rushing yards out of Jalen, and then at least 75 yards out of our fucking running backs. I think that's reasonable. Any pushback here, Marky?
On the offensive side, no.
Yeah, and this is the Browns that we're talking about. So a good game coaching-wise, the benchmark I'm setting here, I want them scoring no more than 14 points in this football game. If they score more than 14 points, Vic Fangio we need to assess if he deserves to have a job here.
Yeah.
Because that's just unacceptable.
On Vic Fangio, a successful game for him.
And 2 sacks. I want 2 sacks.
Would be not letting cover decisions go up to the players.
Well, we won't know that.
We won't know that. Well, I'm hoping that it'll be more apparent if he's taking a little bit more command of that. And also, this is a personal thing for me, but we have two huge guys on the D line that need to be double
No.
teamed. So I'd like to see a couple more blitzes
Nope.
than normal.
We can't blitz, Mark. That's illegal.
So if we come out of this game with less than what would be good?
2 sacks for me. I want at least 2 sacks.
Yeah, I'll say 2 sacks. I'll say 2 sacks. So fuck it.
If you can get more than 2, yippee! We're back, baby! Super Bowl!
Yeah, let's have sacks that are not taken away by penalties too. Okay, guys.
Well, they don't count if they're taken away by a penalty.
Yeah, I know, but let's
Those
not
are
have sacks
fake sacks.
Let's not have sacks taken away by penalty. All right.
Yeah, that too. Let's play a clean game, boys. Said every coach ever.
Play as clean a game as will prevent you from taking penalty.
All right, now you're getting out of pocket. I like it though. I like it. I like your attitude. I like the spirit of what you're saying right now. So, what does a good coaching offensive game for the Eagles look like to you?
I'm pretty much in the same boat. 300 offensive yards. 14 points. Hey, I know that's a defensive expectation.
Oh, you're saying hold them to 14 points?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and you are in the same. If they score more than 14 points, what the fuck is the defense doing?
Yeah, no. This is a broken Browns team. If they score more than 14,
and I think that the Eagles need to score more than 25. Like they need to crush the Browns' soul in this game.
Yeah, if it's not a 40 plus points game in the with the Eagles leading,
Yeah, it doesn't matter who wins. I'm still pressing the panic button.
Yeah.
The Eagles, ideally, I want to see them put up at least 30 points this game. Our team is designed to score shitloads of points. They didn't invest a whole shitload of money in the defense and invested a whole shitload of money in the offense. It's time for the fucking wheels to hit the road here. The Eagles need to score some points. They need 30 points against the Browns in order to convince me to not press the fucking panic button on their asses. Because I'm done. I'm done if they can't. If they can't score at least 25, they're cooked against the Browns. Honestly, the Browns might be the single worst team in football. I think it's between them, the Jags, and the Panthers. But I think the Panthers, can't believe I'm fucking saying this, are better than the Browns. So
absolutely.
Like the Browns can't accidentally win a game. So if the Eagles lose to the Browns, I'm throwing in the towel on the whole season for the Eagles. I think we're done. We're cooked. At the very least, there's no chance we're winning the division at that point. We're done. So yeah. And real quick, let's do our game of the week real fast.
Okay.
And then we have one more segment that we still have to do, little Marky.
Okay.
So what's your game of the week that you've kept me on bated breath waiting for?
Washington, Baltimore.
Yeah, that was gonna be. I kind of felt like that was gonna be your pick. I think that's a great game.
I don't care about any other game except for the Eagles game this week, except for that one.
So there is one more.
Either the commies are gonna come out looking like gods, or they're gonna come out
and we're gonna go, ha ha! You're just as bad as we thought, ha ha.
Or they're gonna come out looking like trash.
Well, the thing is, going into that Commanders game against the Ravens, this is the first real test for Jaden Daniels because, dude, the Baltimore defense, oh my God. The Baltimore defense is insane. The Baltimore defense is the reason they beat the Bengals last week. So, I mean, dude, I'm just excited to see it. That's all I'm saying. Another thing, so that was your game of the week, and honestly, that's probably what I would have picked as well. But I'm going to go ahead and throw a kind of a wild curveball in there. I think the Cardinals Packers game is going to be real good. I think that's going to be a fun game to watch. I think the Cardinals might actually pull it off. I think the Cardinals are better than most people give them credit for. Still a little stinky, but better than people give them credit for. This is what I would call a trap game for the Packers. I think that everyone is picking the Packers to win. I think that it's going to be a sneaky Cardinals win. So yeah, that's that. Now it's time, Marky, for the final segment of the show this week. Fraud Watch. Who is your fraud, Mark?
Or my frauds?
Who's your fraud?
Whoever signed Aaron Rodgers' contract.
Pretty good fraud, honestly. But last week I said Aaron Rodgers was on fraud watch for me, and now you're saying the person who signed him is on fraud watch. Yeah, I'm with you, man.
No, in all seriousness, I'm actually going to give it to Sean McDermott.
Of the Bills.
Did you see how he handled?
No, hey, I'm with you. That was one of my picks for fraud watch.
Brother.
But I'll let you spit your piece while I pick something.
Brother, you have. Let me go look at this. You have 30 seconds on the clock, and you manage it that poorly. You let them walk back up and kick the game-winning field goal? Bro, I thought fucking McCarthy was the only one in the league who couldn't handle a clock. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it was bad. I have to agree with you. He was one of my picks for Fraud Watch, but I feel like he has been on Fraud Watch since the end of last season. I'm honestly, I'm surprised he didn't get fired at the end of last season. Like, he must have something on the owner. Like, I don't know how he isn't losing his job, because Josh Allen is effectively the GM, coach, and starting quarterback of that fucking team. Like, he's the only guy in the building. So I don't know what's going on there. But my fraud watch gonna be a little bit of a curveball for you here. The Pittsburgh Steelers are on fraud watch. More specifically, Justin Fields is on fraud watch, man. I listen, I went into this game against the Cowboys real high on the Steelers. You can even go watch last week's episode. I thought the Steelers were going to club them over the head, and that the Cowboys weren't going to score a single fucking point. And honestly, the defense did show up and do their job, but they gave up in the final stretch. Like, dude, they held them to fucking 6 points until the fourth quarter, and then just dropped the ball. Like, complete games here, guys. We got to play a full fucking game. And honestly, I was just disappointed in the Pittsburgh Steelers this past week. Fraud watch. Justin Fields belongs on fraud watch. The Steelers as an organization belong on fraud watch. Most importantly, Mike Tomlin belongs on fraud watch. And the Steelers defense really belongs on fraud watch. Like, it's just, how do you fumble? You had it in your hands. If they had won this game, everybody right now would be talking about how the Steelers were a sleeping giant and that they're looking like they could be a real playoff contender. But they didn't win, and now they look stinky. So, I mean, they look like total frauds. That's the only way to put it. So, Steelers, fraud watch. And, I mean, do you have any closing remarks here, Marky? Marky, what are you doing over there, brother?
I do have a closing remark because I just find it amusing.
Go for it, amuse boy.
Dak Prescott has set an unbeatable
Oh
record.
Jesus, here we go.
2 interceptions in the same game on different days.
Oh yeah, no, I like that. That was great.
That's it.
That's
That's
another thing to
proof.
talk about in that fucking game. Why the fuck did that game have to start at 9? Like, brother, come on, man.
Yeah,
That's rough. What time did it end up starting? 9:30? 9:45?
like 9:45.
Yeah, dude. Whoo! I watched the whole thing, but whoo, God, that was hard to sit through, man. I
Yeah.
don't know. That was a little bit a little
But you know
much.
what? You know what? Dak can wear that statistic proudly.
And dude, you know what? Holy shit, I just had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. I remember right before that game started, you guys can go and watch my cousin Tom stream on twitch.tv/cousin Tom. Watch the replay from that day. I remember me and Mark were talking about it, and I remember I said, dude, you better watch out for the fourth quarter because the players are going to fall asleep because the game is so late. Lo and behold, 90% of the points scored in the fourth quarter when everyone's asleep. I'm a genius. Jimmy Neutron brain blast. What can I say? But yeah, I think that's it for the Fumble forecast this week, week 5. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to follow, subscribe, link us to your friends. It won't be cringe, it'll be cool, I promise. And yeah, have a nice week, everybody, and go Birds. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.